I wanted to start off with a trading plan, just a general outline that might be useful for some of the people here. This is my trading plan, Ideal Equities, and I call it iPlan 5.0. This was created right after the Steve Jobs passed away. So who I am, and then a table of contents. So we have trading style, trading objective. They're all on page 2. Trade station support, specifications, daily objective, preparation, being prepared, pre-market, time frames, gaps setup, downtrend, gap up, uptrend, gap down, long setups, short setups, confirmation orders, odd enhancers, time of day, trade management, stops, ticks, the New York Stock Exchange tick charts, other rules, money management, accountability, and reward for performance, plus psychology of it all. As we go down to trading styles, and I'm not going to go get too deep into this, to get too deep into it, but what I've pretty much said is, underneath this plan, I'm a trader of the Russell 2000, looking for intraday trades of 10 points or more with a minimum of 5 points, not holding overnight, looking to buy or sell supply and demand areas with the use of odd enhancers, pivots, fading gaps as they enter zones, and using the time of day. So my objective is 20 points per week, trading 4 to 8 contracts. I'm up to 9 now and doing just a little bit differently, and I should probably alter this plan. I'm trying to get to $5,000 a week, and I'm trying to follow a plan to eliminate emotions, and trying to get 20,000 a month. Sometimes I do better, sometimes not as well, mostly this year. Then here's trade station support, in case I should have any problems. I know how to get a hold of them immediately. I didn't put my account number in there for you guys, or my password. And specifications, I have a $80,000 account, and I allocate $10,000 per contract. And the reasoning behind that is there's approximately 20 losing trades in a $10,000 contract. How I calculate it out, hopefully that is a true statement. No more than 5 trades per day, only trade the Russell, and how much I'm willing to lose per trade is about $150 or a point and a half per contract. And I trade from 6:30 to 8:30 Pacific time, and I also consider, if there's meets my parameters, trading the last hour of the close. A couple other little things in here. I'm typically looking for about 5 points a day, or $2,500 since I scale out. As I say, some days I don't get it. Typically one day out of the week what I consider hit a home run, and I'll make 3 or 4 grand. The other days, it's give or take a grand. Or preparation, start an hour before the market opens. Do the broad market analysis. We'll look for economic events. Check all the different charts. Identify the different levels. Make sure I have all this important stuff in cell phone, a laptop next to me with a dial-up service, backup, battery backup for my router, my phone, monitors, and computer. Here's where I check for my events, these 2 places, and the time frames. I really track the 15-minute for key levels of supply and demand, and I'll trade both direction and trend. I prefer to trade the trend, but as you watch more of my videos, you see I'm pretty consistent in doing one thing. As Bruce Lee says, I fear not the man who has done 10,000 different kicks. I fear the man who's done one kick 10,000 times. So, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for one setup that reoccurs, day after day after day. not a whole bunch of different. I'm taking 2 or 3 trades, so I'm not looking for a whole bunch. This is what I consider how I play the gaps. There's 5.5 parts to a candle. We got the body, the wicks, and then above the wicks and below the wicks. So this is, I put little charts in here to show what I'm trying to do. As we get up to this supply zone, I'm going to take this short here, and I'm looking for a gap fill. And as you can see in this chart, that occurred. On the Russell, it happens 71% of the time. Again, we came into this zone and filled the gap. The same thing goes for this is my entry set up for longs. We came into this zone here, demand zone, and sold off, and it rallied out of here. I'm looking for that time after time again, and here it shows this again. That's what I'm looking for every time. Sometimes I don't get it. These are the hammers that I'm trying to see when price action occurs, and I can use the bottom of this wick, a couple ticks below that, as a technical stop. And I'm looking for that time after time. These wicks may not be that big, but these are my short setups. I'm looking for price to come back into these areas and sell off again. And I'm looking for the shooting star when this occurs. So again, I can define risk. I might get in a little bit late, and most of the time I get in before these candles have completely developed, because I'm using a 5-minute candle. I'll look at smaller, like a 377 tick chart. This is my confirmation entries. If I want to take a little bit slower entry, maybe because the odd enhancers, it doesn't give me a good score, I'll go ahead and use a confirmation trade to get in. And then here's the odd enhancers. What defines these better entries? And time of day, what I look for. As news comes out, I think that is important. If I can tie, I want to get a few indicators that align, not just one thing. And and I can kind of determine that time is a factor in this too. And then this is how I manage my trades. I think there's 3 parts to trading, which is methodology, management, and mindset. So this is to take the emotions out of my trading. I use a 377 tick chart with a 50 and a 20 moving average. And as you can see, my entry is here. I took my first part out here as it closed below the 20 moving average, and took the rest of it out here as it closed beneath the 50. For me, that is just a easy way to do it. This trading plan will be available for you guys to go over and use as a template if you care to. And this is my tick chart and how I use that in conjunction with my other charts. The rules that I've incorporated into the plan: money management, accountability, reward for a good performance, psychology. I think it's really important to go to bed early, be prepared the next morning, stretch, eat a light meal, drink plenty of water. I love to meditate. I think that gets me in a good frame of mind. I have something I created, which is the Hour of Power, which is something that just gets me in a good mood. The strategy for the day, I say it out loud. I run a little room, and we talk about what we'd like to see the market do. Not that it really adheres to what we want, but it's nice when it does. It gets you that forward-thinking process that is important map out and have, take your emotional temperature. How do I feel? What can I do to change it right now? Whether it's boredom, anxiousness, or excitement, some type of distraction, and don't leave the computer till you're done trading, or you've made your money. Give yourself 15 minutes of free thinking. I think that's great. I do a lot of swimming, and I go to the gym just to take some of the stress off. And there's the 3 M's I talk about. And I try to grade myself at the end of the day. A lot of my trades are either the market doesn't provide the plan I want, the trade I want, or sometimes I just screw up and I do things that doesn't work out. I'm only about 85% of the trader that I'd like to be, and I'm working on it every day. But sometimes fear and greed steps in, and I move my stops too tight, or I do something stupid that we're all accustomed to. But this is my trading plan. If you want a copy of it, just get a hold of me. I'll provide it freely. So. Oops. I'm trying to stop this baby. And it's